Marketing and advertising can be complicated. What's most important?
What should I focus on?
Direct marketing?
Email campaigns?
Social media?
Cold calling?
With Marketing Atlas, you'll have a clear guide to get more leads, close more sales, and take your business to the next level. Welcome to Marketing Atlas.
Marketing Atlas.
Marketing Atlas.
With your host, Hernan Vasquez.
So, what is the minimum budget that you need to start an effective Facebook ad campaign, especially if you're just starting out, especially if you don't know if it's going to work, especially if you're just testing out a new offer, or maybe you're running ads for a client or something like that? What is the minimum budget that we always recommend that you should have in order to run an effective ad campaign? We're going to be talking about the minimum, and we're going to be talking about what we recommend to both clients and students to start with. And I'm going to be telling you how we allocate that budget. Okay. So that's something that I want to tell you guys today on this piece of content, because it's a recurrent question. It's a question that we get a lot. It's how much do we need to spend on ads to get a return, to get something back? And that's exactly the topic of this piece of content. Now, with that being said, tomorrow, Thursday, the 16th at 3 p.m. Eastern, we're going to have a live presentation, a live class. It's free. It's live. It's going to be awesome. And on that class, we're going to be talking about how to crush it with Facebook advertising from people running Facebook advertising. This is not theory. This is not something that we read somewhere. This is going to be actual, actionable tips and strategies that you can use today to get more results with your Facebook advertising from scratch. Even if you're starting out, or even if you're a seasoned veteran, we have a lot of people coming in that they're already running ads and they're getting some nuggets out of that class. It's going to be free. It's going to be awesome. 3 p.m. Eastern, all you need to do is go to 100mwebinar.com, 100millionwebinar.com, 100mwebinar.com. Get registered. It's going to be awesome. It's free. Spots are limited. Just make sure that you register. Thursday, 16 June, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific, I think. And it's going to be pretty cool. Now, let's dive into today's subject, which is what is the minimum budget that I need to start with my Facebook campaigns, all right? In order for you to have results. Now, there's a lot of theories around this, and this is what we recommend for clients and that, well, we recommend for students. Yesterday, I was on the 100 million social media ads method coaching call, which we do have every Tuesday for students. And this was a recurrent question because some people are getting their first Facebook ad clients, or they do have some Facebook ads clients, but they want to give them better results. Or some other people, they had questions about this because they want to test a new offer or a new funnel, right? Like, how do we start? How do you start? How much you need to spend? How do you spend that money? So just going to come out clean and tell you what we recommended, what I recommended on that call yesterday. And this is something that we recommend for, people that are just starting out, or for people that, they're coming our way and they want us to run the ads. This is what we recommend. The first thing that we recommend is that you start with $100 a day. That's kind of the sweet spot to run advertising right now, based on how much how much is costing to acquire a lead, acquire a customer, acquire a click. It depends heavily on your targeting. It depends heavily on your demographics and your geographics, like where you're targeting your ads and whatnot. But usually, my rule of thumb for everyone starting out, if you want to get results fast with Facebook ads, is $100 a day. Now, as a caveat, I also mentioned yesterday in our coaching call that you can also start with $50 a day, okay? But it's going to take longer for you to get results. Here's why. If you spend more money on Facebook ads, you get results faster, all right? If you spend less money, you need to wait. So you either have time or money, okay? So you either spend a little bit more money collecting data, or you have time to wait. Now, the reality is that this first time around, this first $3,000 or $1,500 or whatever, you're not going to see a return. Like, if you see a return, it's a miracle. It's pure luck. And the reason why is because, again, we're testing. We don't know what's going to work, and we don't know what's not going to work. So we're buying data. And by buying data, I mean, for this, and I want to set this straight, is that usually you're not going to see a return on that initial ad spend, okay? Unless you have a proven offer, but we're not talking about proven offers. We're talking about testing. We're talking about starting something from scratch. So that's the first thing that I want to set straight. Now, how do we allocate that budget? It's pretty simple. Initially, what we do is we launch 10 ad sets. Okay, we will launch one conversion campaign to that funnel or a lead generation campaign, depending on the funnel, but usually it's one conversion campaign, 10 ad sets, one audience per ad set. Okay, so we have 10 audiences because we're going to be testing audiences. So 10 audiences, one audience per ad set at $10 a day per ad set. So 10 ad sets times $10 a day per ad set, that gives us $100 per day. Okay, that will give you the opportunity to know which audiences are working the best and are resonating with your message in 2 to 3 days. So you spend $20-$30 per ad set, and then you know, hey, am I generating leads? Am I generating purchases? What's going on? That will give you something to work with initially. Now, if you don't have that money to test and you want to start lower, then again, you will need to wait for a little bit longer. That means that you can start with 10 ad sets. Again, one audience per ad set, one targeting per ad set at $5 a day. But then you'll need to wait, instead of 2 to 3 days, you will need to wait for 6-7 days. All right. So we're talking about spending anywhere between $20 to $30 per ad set before you make a decision. So again, our MO to launch campaigns is 10 ad sets at $10 a day. And then we wait for 2 to 3 days and then we start optimizing. Now, out of this original batch of interest, you will find 5, 3, 2, 8 interests that work really well. What you do is you disable the rest and you keep scaling the ones that are working well. 20% every 48 hours. And then we also share with students some other scaling techniques. But that's basically the gist of it. The gist of it is you can start lower. You can start at $10 a day overall. You can start at $5 a day overall. But the reality is that if you want to move the needle, if you want to get results faster, you want to say, okay, I'm going to spend on this campaign $500. I'm going to spend $200. I'm going to spend that. And then I'm going to collect data and see what's next, right? Now, there's a high chance that you will start getting leads, that you will start getting book calls, that you will start getting purchases from the get-go. But that's not the goal here. The goal is to collect data, see what's working. So again, here's how we launch 10 ad sets at $10 a day. That is $100. If you have more time to wait, then 10 ad sets at $5 a day, and you wait for a little bit longer. That's like how we launch. Now, of course, some other campaigns that are proven, we might launch 20 ad sets at $10 a day, 30 ad sets at $10 a day, and see which campaigns or which targeting works the best. Okay. Here's another trick. You want to use dynamic ads for these tests, because at that point, you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. That means that you're testing audiences first, but also you're testing creative. So at the end of these tests, you will get really good audiences with really good creatives that are getting you results. Okay. So in a nutshell, that's how we do it. That's what we do. That's what we recommend. And when somebody coming in that hasn't, they haven't advertised before, we tell them, okay, save $100 per day for the next 30 days. You're not going to get any return, but we'll help you collect data as fast as possible. So if this is something that you want to do, if you want to learn more about how to run Facebook ads for you or your business or for other people's businesses, go to 100mwebinar.com. That is 100mwebinar.com, which stands for 100 million webinar. And go there, register tomorrow, Thursday, June 16, 3 p.m. live class. It's going to be awesome. If you have Facebook ads questions, bring them, because we're going to have plenty of Q&A at the end. And we'll share with you some really cool stuff. What's working on Facebook right now for us, for clients, how to bypass some of the biggest challenges that we're seeing on Facebook ads right now, so that you can start getting more leads, more revenue, more customers coming through Facebook ads. Hope that this helps. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Let me know if you have any questions. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.